An early movie camera isn't really a camera unless it will still shoot. This is an Urban Bioscope professional 35mm motion picture studio camera. It was manufactured by Alfred Darling for the Charles Urban Trading Company in 1904. It's in working order and will shoot today. This camera is from the ragged edge of the very beginnings of the movie industry. It's dated from 1904, give or take a year or two. Movie cameras don't get much older than this. Matter of fact, there are no movie cameras that are more than 10 years older than this one. Its work life is from way before the pioneers we think of when discussing the start of motion pictures. Its work life was with the Genesis generation of filmmakers. Owning this camera is something akin to owning one of the earliest Gutenberg printing presses. Alfred Darling, the maker of this camera, was the first camera maker to actually make movie cameras available to the general public. There are several images of Alfred Darling's logo stamped throughout the camera. The majority of early films shot with privately owned movie cameras before 1905 were shot on cameras made by Alfred Darling. There are very few cameras that are as historically important to the motion picture industry as this one. This camera is worthy of being on permanent display in any museum in the world. The American, Charles Urban, started in the movie business with a Nickelodeon parlor in Detroit in 1894. He first introduced his Bioscope projector in 1897. He went on to become general manager of the movie-making Warwick Trading Company in London in 1898. Charles Urban stated that all their film subjects were shot with their own Bioscope cameras. Urban left Warwick Trading Company in 1903, opened shop at 48 Rupert Street in London. Largely forgotten, Charles Urban is one of the most significant and prolific motion picture producers of the Genesis generation. As we get deeper and deeper into the digital age, movie cameras from the turn of last century become more and more valuable and more scarce. Cameras from before 1905 are exceedingly rare. Many people want to buy and display Mitchell or Bell & Howell movie cameras. It's about the Mickey Mouse ear look that the magazines create. Having an exceptionally rarer camera that was made years before the first Mickey Mouse ear cameras would actually be a much better prize to have. Owning this technical ingenuity in the flesh is a very profound and humbling experience. I don't even know how to describe how rare these early cameras are. Most have been sucked up by museums and hidden away in their warehouses. I actually prefer these cameras to go to private owners and caretakers, where they're seen and appreciated by them and their friends. Now on to the fun part of the video, the demonstration. This camera is a model BX and cost about 45 pounds, around 1904. Here's a shot of Charles Urban in his office with one of these cameras in the background. And it's set up on a tripod, pretty much just like this, with no tilt table, just a pan. And this tripod is in fabulous shape for nearly over 100-year-old camera. I mean, a 100-year-old tripod. It's got a little surface rust on it, but it's in spectacular condition. It's quite unusual for a camera of this age to still have its original finish. This is the original Alfred Darling finish. And when you're done with your take, you pull this button out and punch a hole in your film, and that tells you that that's a printable take. And quite rarely, this camera still has an Alfred Darling door key, still with the camera. And the camera looks like this when it's running. One of Alfred Darling's innovations is a 2-leaf adjustable shutter. The lens is an f3.5 50mm E. Krauss Tessar, made in Paris. Charles Urban, the Urban Bioscope camera, they moved to 48 Rupert Street, London in 1903. You can contact me through my email address on my website or s@samdodge.com. Magic camera.